All right, and we are live with another Wrestling Talk Sunday edition, kind of an evening edition, switching it up a little bit with our episode number 7. We were not able to go last week due to internet. The internet on Dave's side not really working with him, so we had to skip last Sunday, and we move on to this Sunday, August 31st, 2014. Hope everybody's having a good Labor Day weekend so far. It's Tony, as always, with your co-host, the Bizarre One, Dave. How you doing today, Dave? How's your Labor Day weekend going so far?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Barbecuing or anything?
No, just chilling. Got the place to myself. So
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
As in what the title says at the top of the video, we will be talking about Bully Ray leaving TNA. It's pretty much confirmed that he is gone from TNA. We also will talk about TNA and the new network that they possibly will be moving to, and also WWE news or talk, whatever we decide to get into. But let's first start off with Bully Ray leaving TNA. This is pretty interesting since in about a month they will be inducted, well, they're supposed to be inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame. This is not a good sign for TNA, especially since we already know that they are in big time trouble with not even maybe being on TV starting next year. Any thoughts you would like to throw in, Dave, about
the whole Bully Ray situation? One thing I think we all have to do, I didn't really think about it until I started watching some shows last night, and I was like, that's true. We got to give credit to TNA, because they basically made Bully Ray a single superstar. So, I mean, TNA did make Bully Ray. They finally took a WWE star and made him better. He's the only one they ever did, but they actually made Bully Ray better than he was when he got there.
I agree.
And it sucks because, I think that's the last thing on their mind, really. The whole Bully Ray thing. They're probably more worried about everything else that's probably going to happen. Yeah, it sucks, but, they're not going to be able to pay Bully Ray anyway.
Yeah, maybe,
maybe
they can just pay him to show up at Bound for Glory. Just do like some kind of pay like that to show up, because...
Or they just ignore it and don't ever mention anything about it.
Yeah, they could do that route, or they could just have Devon show up. That would be weird, but I don't know what they might do with Bully Ray. I agree with you what you were saying about that being probably last on their mind, especially with the network deal, what they're going on with, and possibly maybe like good chance of maybe not even being in business in like a year or two. So I understand that Bully Ray is probably even on the back burner, but they need to sign this guy because he was the main reason why TNA succeeded for quite a while these last couple of years, and it seems like he was one of the main reasons to watch TNA, other than maybe Hogan back in the day, and Sting and whatnot, the former WWE guys that you always tune in to watch. It's just weird not going to be seeing them on TNA. Where do they go now? Where do they go from here?
Indie show, more likely, but a lot of TNA fans, hardcore fans, were complaining about this too. When Dixie Carter would always go out and sign these WWE stars as soon as they get released. And it got to the point where it got annoying, where you just wanted to see the TNA originals become superstars and not get pushed back for another WWE guy.
Yeah. Well, first it was AJ Styles, and then they lose Chris Sabin, and now they're might possibly lose. It looks like they did lose Bully Ray. I hear these rumors going around that Velvet Sky is not going to be with TNA very much longer. I don't know. I've been hearing some kind of I don't know if it's true or not, but maybe Austin Aries or something, that his contract's coming up. Something like that.
He just signed it like last year.
But that's what I heard. Something. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. And Kurt
Well, you
Angle.
could be right. I mean, it depends how long does TNA actually sign these. I'm sure they don't sign multi-year contracts. They're probably like a year contract, if anything, or 6 months.
Yeah, and then they don't have any more house shows for a while
Yeah,
as
I
well.
heard about that. There's no because the guy who was doing the house shows, they fired him.
Oh Lord.
And Jimmy J, the guy who did TNA Shop, they fired him too.
Wow.
I
Well,
mean, I mean, this goes into kind of our next topic a little. Unless you want to say anything more else about Bully Ray.
now you can go ahead.
About TNA was offered a deal, but from Velocity, which is like a HD only channel, it's only available in 48 million homes. It's only a quarter of what they get from Spike TV. So I mean, if you do the, I mean, that's really they would have to change the entire product completely. You wouldn't see Jeff Hardy. You wouldn't see possibly Austin Aries or Bobby Roode. None of these guys possibly, unless they took a significant pay cut.
I know. That's,
And so, I mean, it could even possibly have to switch if they do take this deal, which it might be their only hope. They might have to cut back to an hour and less, like 60-day contracts, and put their show on different platforms, like on YouTube, or replay it on their website, I guess, or something like that.
yeah, I never thought TNA would be in this much trouble when I went to go see them at. I think it was Bound. Was it Bound for Glory when they came to San Antonio when they had the when?
Oh, it
The,
was the Cage, Legal Lockdown.
yeah. Okay. I never thought they'd be in this much trouble when I went there and saw them live. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Hogan left, and it's like they've been downhill ever since. Well, Hogan did say this before they started going on the road. He said they're either going to sink or swim, and they're sinking.
Yeah, they're singing pretty fast. I mean, they had a good. I heard they got a little rating boost this past Wednesday.
Not much,
So I guess people
not a huge.
remember that it was on Wednesdays. I agree. I like what you said was they should replay Impact like on TV. I don't know why they don't on Spike.
Yeah, Spike doesn't do anything. I mean, they barely promote it. I mean, maybe if this new deal does happen, maybe this Discovery Velocity channel will actually promote TNA if it happens, and they'll actually replay it some. And from
Yeah,
what
but
I've seen, it's
play
like
it
an
at like
auto
midnight or something. You could play it at midnight or just replay it sometime during the night. You could play it at midnight on Saturdays or something like that. So you know how I don't know, when I used to grow up. When I used to grow up, I
Yeah.
used to grow on regular TV, like wrestling would come on like at 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember you could watch Raw. I would watch Raw, and I would tape Nitro at 1 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, so I mean, I don't understand why they can't replay a show sometime throughout the night. I understand Spike TV wants to get rid of wrestling, period. So maybe
You always been
the
like
new
this. I don't think they've ever replayed TNA any episodes as long as it's been on the air on Spike TV. I mean, I don't. I mean, it's ridiculous. Yes, USA doesn't replay Raw either, but there's a big difference because they got so much other avenues for it.
Hold on. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. Oh, shit. Go ahead and keep talking.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I mean, they get a Hulu Plus deal. I mean, I guess that's possible, which would help if they are on this other network. But if they do move to this network, they really need to find other ways to Impact show out there. But if the show is on there, it's not going to be much of a show. It's going to be much of they're going to have to cut back their budget, the production, everything. I mean, you're only going to get possibly an hour to a half an hour show. And, I mean, you're going to have to find other ways to get You're going to get back to what they originally were, like Ring of Honor is right now. Basically just wrestling, and that's it.
I never realized how long Ring of Honor has been on regular TV. It's been a couple of years now.
Yeah, I just started getting it over here like a year ago.
It's been on over here since WrestleMania when I went to Miami. So that was WrestleMania.
Yeah, I just started picking it up, I'm saying.
Yeah, so it's like it's pretty crazy. Like RH is not. It's getting better than TNA. Like seriously.
Yeah. It's like Kevin Kelly. I watched him on PWR show last week, and he was saying TNA just needs to stop being WE light and stop just be them and just be about wrestling and don't be about what the WE's doing.
Right.
And that's a great point. They need to. That if they do get this other deal, probably only going to be on to half an hour to an hour show, if that. And that's what they should do, honestly. They should just focus on wrestling again and basically sign guys to 30 or 40-day contracts, I guess.
Right.
I'm sure what you're going to be able to do.
I agree. Is there any WWE talk that you would like to talk about?
I know this happened. The news broke, I believe, last week about SmackDown moving to Thursday nights on October 2nd. Yes, the WWE hasn't mentioned it yet, but I think they will either tomorrow night or next week. Because it's out there that they are moving.
Yeah, they're already moving. There's for sure. I mean, TNA, they knew it was coming. That's why they had to move because, like I said, they would have been crushed. I mean, SmackDown's going to go up against football every night for the next couple of months, so it should be interesting. I'm sure they're going to do all right.
They might in a few times too for SmackDown. I mean, just be simple, it's SmackDown. But to start off, I'm sure they'll do good. But I'm sure they'll make it to the premiere on Thursday nights. They'll do something.
Yeah, you might get those Haven watchers because Haven's moving to Thursdays too, so it might get people tuning in.
Yeah, they'll promote. That's why they're doing it too. I had a feeling that was going to be their show Haven and move. Almost SmackDown.
Okay, can you say that again?
I thought when that show Haven moved to Thursdays, I thought that almost guaranteed that SmackDown is moving.
I wonder if we may see more John Cena on SmackDown now.
The less we see Cena, the better.
I understand that, but I think maybe try to possibly get that ratings boost when they first start. Like when they premiere on the second, maybe we see Cena in a match or something.
That's possible. Or possibly, I don't know if they would do this, but instead of having Brock on Raw, put him on SmackDown for a night or something like that, like just on there as like interview or whatever.
No way. No way.
You don't think they ever put him on SmackDown?
I doubt it. I'd be shocked. I mean, maybe if they were live.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I don't think they'd ever do that. That'd be cool just or on main event, if anything.
So, but we shall see what happens there. Anything else, Dave? Anything else, sir?
I know a lot of people have been arguing and mad about Brock Lesnar because he's part-time. And you know what? It does, like, we've talked about it too, and it works right now. I mean, it really does. Brock being not there. I mean, it works because it makes you want to see him wrestle and see him lose, but he's not going to lose.
Yeah, you can't have him wasted on Raw wrestling these.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I didn't mean to wrestle. I just meant to show up.
Yeah, I mean, him showing up, it's probably in the. I don't think we'll see him this Monday. You think we'll see him this Monday?
Probably won't see him for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, because why would you bring him back before Night of Champions? The week before Night of Champions. That's like in 4 weeks. Or 3 weeks, or whatever it is.
You can just maybe have him do another.
Because they're doing these. I heard that Brock Lesnar did tape a bunch of promos to air on Raw.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard that he taped a bunch of those promos to air for the next couple weeks.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll probably see a couple of those then. But yeah. Anything else you would like to talk about before we end this show, Dave? Episode number 7. We will be back tomorrow night for our Monday Night Raw review, as always, talking about what happened that night, and also we will be back again on Wednesday night on for TNA Impact, which I don't think they didn't. It's the same tag match, but I don't think there's anything new announced that I know of. Do you know anything about? Know any matches or anything on Impact that they've announced?
Oh, the only thing I know is the tag match and the Rude and Young match. And the Knockouts matchup.
Yeah.
That new chick or whatever her name is.
Oh, shoot. Havoc, I think her name is.
Yeah.
Anything you're looking forward to for the tomorrow night on Raw?
Oh, I don't really know anything that's going to happen tomorrow night. I'm more or less looking forward to next week in general because WWE Network's releasing the Nitro at first 100 episodes. We get Attitude Era week. A bunch of classic Vault matches are going to be on.
It'll be a nice little couple of weeks of WWE Network watching, huh?
Oh, yeah, a lot of good stuff on next week.
But, yeah, that's probably going to end our show tonight. Nice little 20-minute show tonight. Talked about TNA, talked a little bit about WWE. Mostly a TNA heavy video today, but that's all right. We're going to have a new schedule starting in October where we're not going to have Wrestling Talk Sundays every week. We're going to have them possibly every other week or maybe once a month or something like that because we're going to start doing SmackDown reviews. We're going to start doing those starting October the 2nd. So we'll be doing Raw reviews on Monday, Impact reviews on Wednesday night, and then SmackDown reviews on Thursday night. Scheduled to delay, and if anything comes up, emergencies and stuff like that, we should always be on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. So always look for us after SmackDown, which I think is going to keep the same time slot, 8 Eastern to 10 Eastern, and same thing goes with Impact on Wednesdays and Raws on Mondays, and then we'll keep up with the pay-per-view reviews as well. Yeah. Anything else, Dave, you'd like to throw in?
Yeah, it should be. I'm very excited for us to be doing this because we've never actually done a SmackDown review, and we got so used to doing the Thursday night Impacts. I mean, you might as well throw a SmackDown and start doing those. So that's been kind of fun, actually.
Yeah, we don't want to overload us with videos every week. We do have.
If we do like 3 videos, maybe it depending, and we'll see how far TNA goes. But I mean. If not, we'll still have Monday and Thursday still to do videos if we do SmackDown every week. We'll see how it goes. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I think just something different. We do get quality views on this channel, believe it or not. And we thought, hey, we'll shake it up a little bit. Cause everybody does Raw reviews every night or throughout the week. I'm not sure.
Not hardly at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many people do SmackDown reviews, so just thought we'd switch it up a little bit. But
another note we forgot to mention is, I believe, I can't remember the exact date, but it's not this Thursday, but it's the following Thursday is NXT TakeOver 2, I believe. So we will also be doing a TakeOver video, I do believe. So, I mean, that'll be something to check out. Because it's something different if you enjoy our videos, how it's doing, and the young guys. I mean, we'll see. I believe it's I can't remember what the date is next week. I know this week is like the 4th.
I think it's on the 11th or something like that.
The 11th? Okay.
Yeah. Something, I don't know.
Like 2 weeks you're going to be doing that. That should be really...
Yeah, so look for that then. But, yeah, I guess we'll be ending it here. We'll be back tomorrow night. Everybody have a great weekend, and we thank you for watching.